Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Metabroz. I'm Moldy Potion. This is my bro, Metacracks.
Welcome back, everyone, to our continued UFO set review. Today, we will be looking at Lightning's commons first, and then we will go up to the rares. And after yesterday's cosmic review, I agree with you. I am most excited about this set more than any other set.
Yeah.
It is blowing my mind how much power they've already brought. Cosmic is maybe the most powerful right now, which fits for the flavor of UFO landing, giving all the aliens the boost that we wanted them to have.
Maybe. It's the fastest, that's for sure.
Okay.
Cosmic is definitely the fastest, which does give it a top tier power potential. But when we get through some of these lightning cards, you're going to see that lightning probably, in my opinion, got the biggest power boost. Cosmic got a pace boost, and it also got a win con, which is easily attainable. So yeah, I would say that Cosmic and Lightning both equally got huge ups in this set. I mean, like I mentioned yesterday, I pretty sure they designed this whole set before they knew that Frog was dead. And so they're like, we're going to pump up Lightning. And they didn't need to, because Lightning took the top place.
Hey, we'll take the pump. I know the, not the Call of the Wild, but the Call of the Storm. That one I know about. And that's the one that I've been playing off camera and absolutely loving that whole world deck build. But, you know, I don't want to spoil anything, but we've had some games. So I don't really know all the cards. That's why we're doing this, of course. You guys know that. But after seeing Cosmic yesterday, it just got me that much excited to really understand the rest of the set, what power levels they're bringing, who is the strongest, who is the fastest, and what could be the meta breaker. Anyway, before we get into the show, guys, if you're enjoying it, thanks for watching. Thanks for all those comments and those likes. We really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking for more MetaZoo content, you can check out Caster Society here on YouTube. We are their partners and we do exclusive content for them, 3 videos every week, and their description is in the link is in the description below.
Indeed. And we're going to be debuting, they should drop any day now. We're going to be debuting our first UFO decks on there, and it is quite an epic battle. So you're going to want to check those out. Also, if you want to support my bro and I and our content, we would absolutely love you for it. You can go to patreon.com/metabros with a Z. Big shout out to everybody who supports us already. You guys are so amazing. But I think without further ado, we should get into these lightning cards.
Let's do it. All right. First up, we have a spell, Blue Jet Strike. 2 per spellbook, contraction cost, 1 neutral, and 3 lightning. Now, I just got to stop to appreciate the art. I love what's going on here. I love the dark, kind of almost like blue light that's bouncing off of the yellow spectrum. I just love the combo here, and the fact that we have our, sperm snakes, space cum, what are they called? You know what I'm saying?
Air rods.
And I think that's a Mothman to the left.
It's either Mothman or Awful. I think it's Mothman.
Maybe I can zoom in here and get a better look. There we go.
Yeah, that's Mothman for sure.
That's Mothman.
And I think that's a Ket's way back there.
That's a Ket's in the distance.
Yeah.
That's almost reminiscent of, the college Bigfoot map that I did. Putting Ket's way in the background there.
That's awesome.
I like it. Awesome art. Who was that by?
That's Lily.
Lily. So happy to have you, Lily.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. So this effect is, this must be the first page you contract this turn. Hold on. What?
Yep.
Destroy all beasties with flying.
2 per spellbook. Not limited once per game like Flood the Earth. It must be the first page you contract. Doesn't have to be the first action. So you could attack with all of your beasties and then contract it. But yes, destroy all beasties with flight. 2 per spellbook. 4 cost. This is awesome. This is actually, amid the madness that you're going to see with some of these other lightning cards, I'm very happy that this is one of them, because at least we've got a Ket's and Hornet specific wipe, finally. We need it.
Yeah, we do. And now we have it. I didn't know it existed. It's kind of blowing my mind. I don't even know what to say. It's all beasties, so it's you and your opponent. If you're both playing lightning, you're going to need a way to ground your own beasties to keep them safe. If you want them to live, I see a dual aura deck immediately where I have Flood the Earth and Blue Jet Strike, and I'm eliminating all beasties on the ground and above, giving me a total of potentially 3 wipes. Or even combining that with, well, you know what? I'll just stop right there. I don't want to take too much card.
No, it's cool. It's a really good card. And something I do want to bring up, this is a card that we'll get into with the neutral stuff, but there's a card called Caster Gun in this set that is neutral, and it lets you cast any spell, but you pay 100 life for each aura that it's covering for you.
So this could go anywhere.
So if you wanted to, you could just side in Blue Jet Strike and a Caster Gun and pay what you can with your Prism aura, maybe pay 2 lightning with your Prism auras and then pay 200 LP and wipe the board. And you could do that without any lightning aura in your spellbook.
That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. The flavor text is, the white sands were surrounded by a blinding blast. Got a light? All right. Next up, I think I need my keyboard here for this because I can just go to the right? Yes. All right. We have, here it is, Call of the Storm. At this moment, this is my favorite card in not only UFO, but in MetaZoo, because it allows me to get those Ketzes out even faster. 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 neutral, 2 lightning. Search your spellbook for 2 lightning beasties, each with an aura cost of 4 or less and the same name. That's 2 Ketzes. Place them in the arena awakened. Lightning Storm is considered active until the end of turn, so both Ketzes will be hitting for 90 damage because they'll have that plus 50 from the Lightning Storm. At the end of this turn, send one of the chosen beasties to Limbo, which for me works perfectly with my Necro Ketz deck, which we've been, grinding off camera, because it allows me to toss, first of all, grab a Ketz from anywhere. For 4, get 2 of them in the arena. Attack instantly because they both have fleet, potentially doing 180 damage to you. And then I don't lose the Ketz that I send to Limbo because I necromancy him back into my spellbook. It actually just makes it more convenient for me to keep playing these Call of the Storms.
Yeah, it gives you, and it's the same cost. It's actually an easier cost to pay than you would pay for 1 Ketz. So you're paying 2 neutral and 2 lightning as opposed to 4 lightning. And you're getting 2 Ketzes, or you could get a Ketz and a Thunderbird because Thunderbird's also named Ketz.
Good point.
Or you could grab a couple of these 7 Thunders that we'll see in a minute, which are what Kelsey painted here as the background. There's actually 7 of them. You can count them all there. But yeah, you can grab some badass beasties, pull them in, get a big swing. It's almost like a mini wipe in how it's played out in our games, because he pulls in Ketzes. They're swinging for 90. They're going to be able to remove some threats, and once they do, one of the Ketzes hangs around. It's really good. It's like frighteningly good.
It is. I love it. All right. Flavor text here is, birds of a feather flock together. These birds bring lightning with them.
Nice.
Killer art, Kelsey.
Yeah.
All right. Statichalt.
So good. So good.
Second favorite spell right now. This is blowing my mind. Statichalt, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 3 lightning. Target up to 3 opposing beasties and inflict them with paralyzation. 1 coin flip is considered to be heads. You must flip for all the other paralyze inflictions by this spell unless an effect would state otherwise. So it guarantees you 1 lockdown of a paralyzation. I'd already pay 3 for that. I'm already fine paying 3. And just the idea that it gives you the potential to 50-50 instill paralyzation in 2 more beasties. We actually had a game where I flipped and got 3 beasties paralyzed for 3 cost. And that's such a good feeling.
It's awesome. It costs 1 more than your standard paralyze. It's going to be easier to cast because paralyze is 1 neutral, 1 lightning. This is 3 lightning, so it's a bit tougher. But yeah, it's worth it, because if you can paralyze 3 beasties, again, that's a setup for like a mini wipe. I kind of like how lightning has these major removal situations, but it relies on the beasties. Like, of course, we just read there's a wipe for flying beasties, but I mean, Call the Storm, like I said, it kind of acts like a mini removal. You bring out these Ketzes, you can get rid of some threats. Same thing. If you Statichalt 3 beasties, you're probably going to be able to kill at least a couple of them. And this is a 2 per spellbook spell, so I love this thing. Like he said, we had it paralyze 3 of my beasties. That was brutal. That was really hard to watch. I was just like, oof, I can't do anything.
3 cost, 3 paralyzed. Oh, it's wonderful. Attack anything you want. They can't do anything. Effects text box removed. Don't have to worry about them until the next turn. Look at how freaking sad Squonk is.
He is in so much pain. Somebody get Squonk a painkiller.
Yes,
poor guy.
Well, don't start him on that path. He may never get off. Is that Wallapalooza in the back?
Yeah, that's Wapalooza.
And then our bouncy
Hoop snake. He just does it for me.
Flavor text. You want to take this one?
All of the recent changes in the atmosphere are sure to bring some chain reactions.
All right. Nice. Next up, we have Polybias.
This is some of my favorite art in the set. Polybias, I think is what it's called.
It's Polybias. Contraction. Absolutely.
The carpet.
Stranger Things. We grew up in the 80s and 90s. This what was it called? Funko Land or something? The local arcade.
Oh yeah. There was the Hills Arcade, and then there was Playtime,
which both had this carpet. I'm pretty sure
they did the glow in the dark arcade carpet. Yeah,
and any like roller rink or anything like that. Same thing. Bowling alleys even sometimes. All right, 1 per spellbook. Contraction cost 3 lightning. Life points 40. Has the fleet trait. Now we're gonna need to get in some words here. So here we go.
Some words.
Power. A new game. You and target opposing caster each reveal a page from the top of your respective spellbooks, one at a time, simultaneously, until either caster reveals a page this way with a lower printed aura cost than the other page. So they're basically playing war.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Both pages have to have an aura cost, though.
Okay. The caster with the lower printed aura cost, or who has no pages left in their spellbook to reveal, deals 20 damage to a beastie or artifact they control for each page they revealed. Shuffle all revealed pages into their spellbook. So let me kind of just go through this and you tell me if I'm right or wrong. Correct me. From what I understand, we'd both have our decks and we'd flip a page. Then my brain stops.
Well, we look at if they have that's good. That's a good start.
Okay.
We both flip a page. You look to see if they have an aura cost. If one of them is an aura page, or a Terra, so it wouldn't have an aura cost, we're just going to have to flip another page. And we're going to repeat that process until we get 2 pages that have an aura cost.
Oh, thank you for clearing that up.
And then when we get to the pages that have an aura cost, we compare them.
Someone wins.
Someone wins. If they're the same, we would continue to flip until someone wins. Similar to war. Yeah.
Oh, actually interesting. So let's say that we both flip like 5 aura, no cost there. That means that you're going to deal up potentially up to 100 damage because 20 damage per card that was flipped.
Right.
So you would continue flipping. And if you flip through 10 cards, now you're dealing 200 damage.
Right.
And then the loser, the one who flips basically with, what am I trying to say here? Whoever flips the higher aura cost wins. The other person then has to deal 20 damage per card they flipped.
Right.
So that is 20 damage. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like I immediately started thinking, man, it would be fun to build like a Polybias deck where you only had really high cost pages and then a bunch of aura pages. So you'd be flipping and you'd be flipping aura pages most of the time. And so you'd
just
rack
to build up this...
you'd rack up 5 or 6 pages and then you'd flip a high cost page.
But the problem with that is, and correct me if I'm wrong, go back down here. Let's say that the very first one, I flip an aura page and you flip a card of giant. Don't you win?
Yes, I do. And then you have to deal.
So that's the risk because you could flip.
No, if you flip an aura page, we have to keep going, actually. Yeah.
See, this is where I need clarification.
We both have to have a page with an aura cost.
All right. So for the winner to take place, we have to have 2 cards with an aura cost.
Right.
Then the higher one wins and the loser has to deal damage for every card flipped.
Right.
All right. No, you're right. That is an interesting build. So you have a ton of aura and high cost beasties. You get this out and you hope that you can basically flip. Oh, how many cards would it take? 20 times 20 is 1,000.
Oh, right? Well, you can't deal the damage to them. The damage it would just be
beastie or artifact.
Yeah, it would just be a way of controlling the arena.
Right.
Like being like, okay, cool. So I'm going to bust this out, and now you have to deal, however much damage to all your beasties.
20 times 20 is not 1,000.
No, no. 400.
Oh man. All right. Anyway, you need 50 cards to deal, and it doesn't even matter. It's only beastie artifacts. Yes. Sorry, guys. Originally set up by Men in Black, this arcade game sends players subliminal messages and induces seizures. Insomnia caused by the game often leads to hallucinations and migraines. All right.
It's a little unsettling.
I say the word again. Polybias.
Polybias.
Polybias. Polybias. Yeah, that sounds right. It's cooler than how I say it. All right. Next up, of course, we're going to need a tinfoil hat in the UFO set. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 lightning, life points 25. Has the equipment trait. Equip this page to target beastie. Equip beastie cannot be affected by attacks from cosmic beasties.
Attack effects from cosmic beasties.
Cannot be affected by attack effects from cosmic beasties.
Very
and
important.
Cannot be inflicted with confused. Very important. Yes. I don't know how much I would play this. What am I guarding myself from attack effects from cosmic beasties?
Not too much, honestly. Not too much.
Not at the moment, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. It's so cool for something, but maybe we'll save that until a later set when Beastie's attack effects are more lethal.
There's another card in the set that you'll see that this kind of pairs up with, the tinfoil suit, I think it's called. But yeah, the hat itself doesn't do too much. It doesn't actually prevent attacks from cosmic beasties. Right. That would be cool. It's just attack effects from cosmic beasties.
Effects, we're talking about like status effect indicators.
I don't even know if we're talking about that. I think we're definitely talking about the sentence under the attack, like the effects underneath the attack. I don't know if we're even talking about the status effects, because it doesn't say status effects, but a status effect may be an attack effect. I'm going to have to look that up.
Power Up Red is not an attack effect, is it?
No.
Okay.
No. Shoot. Yeah. An attack effect would be like Wood Devil. Like you can distribute the damage, you know?
So now if he was cosmic, you don't need to worry about it. All right. The ultimate armor against alien and demonic influence is easy to craft, but hard to wear. A reminder of how easy it can be to stumble down the infinite rabbit hole. All right. Next up, Speed Demon. 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 lightning, life points 30, has the fleet trait. You got to take a look at this art. It's absolutely wonderful. It's so silly. I love it.
I love like the cherry peewee eyes. Like,
oh yeah, right. Yeah, you can barely see them, but yeah,
it reminds me of cherry.
Just all legs flying at you with fleet, right? Yep.
Mothman hiding in the background. You see that?
There is Mothman hiding in the background. That's awesome. Arena effect. When this page declares an attack, opposing casters cannot contract pages or flip up traps until the end of combat. Meh. Whatever.
So this was a frog killer. It's to stop people from smoky spiriting. So you can't smoky spirits this guy's attacks. You can't do any reactions. When he attacks, you can declare a defender. That's all you can do.
I get it. Actually, now I like it a lot. Of course, that's totally what it's made for. This is back to your point. They were like beefing up the set to kill frogs, but they already figured out how to do it with the toxic waters and the, the hornets really. Bolt is the attack, base damage 30, which up against water would be 50, just enough to kill a frog, and you're not gonna be able to save him with a smoky spirit.
But hey, I love this for lightning decks. Putting this in the side deck, if you're up against somebody who runs a lot of smoky spirits and potion type reactions.
Does smoky spirit have the flash trait? The trap trait?
No, Copy Cup has the trap trait. Smoky Spirit just gets contracted.
Right. Yeah. You're not stopping a Smoky Spirit. Technically,
you are
stopping a Copy Cup that would copy a Smoky Spirit.
No, you're stopping a Smoky Spirit.
Huh?
Because Smoky Spirit, remember, you contract it after an attack is declared. So this guy declares an attack and you can't contract Smoky Spirits.
Whenever this page declares an attack, opposing casters cannot contract pages. That's the first part that's very important. Or flip up traps. It is totally protecting you from Copy Cups and Smoky Spirits and really anything that would happen after he declares an attack.
Even like mid-combat paralyzes or anything like that. Yeah.
All right, now I'm with you. The Speed Demon cartwheels at great speeds by using its pentapedal legs. Pentapedal.
Pentapedal, I think, like bipedal.
That's what it is. Yeah. Pentapedal legs, the natural energy it generates by spinning its electric. Oh, that's a Beastie Fearsome Critter.
Yes, it is.
Hey, that's kind of cool. I like that a lot. It would be giving a travel boost, not getting, but still pretty cool.
Still, it's good for a Fearsome Critter. Yeah.
Yeah. Beastie Deity.
Yeah.
The 7 Thunders. 7 per spellbook. Contraction costs 3 lightning, life points 60, has the flying trait, gets an additional 20 bonus to life points if the lightning storm is in play. Wow.
Yeah.
Wild looking art. Yeah. Has travel boost, so it'll be giving or getting, I should be saying, plus 10 LP and plus 10 damage for every other deity in the arena. How many deities do we have right now?
Well, there's 7 of these in a spellbook.
So there you go.
Yeah.
They'll be giving that to each other, of course. Fourth wall effect, contraction. Until the end of turn, all 7 thunders cost 1 less aura to a minimum cost of 1 to contract if you say Rolling Thunder on each contraction. Okay, until the end of turn, 7 costs 1 less to a minimum. So basically...
So the first one costs 3. You say Rolling Thunder. The second one costs 2. You say Rolling Thunder. And then all the other ones after that cost 1.
rolling thunder, rolling thunder, rolling thunder.
So if you had 6 aura, you could get out 3 of these in one turn. If you had 7 aura, you could get out 4 of them. Okay. 5 aura, you could get out 5 of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry, 8 aura, you could get out 5 of them.
I'm with you. Thunderclap, base damage 40. Fourth wall effect, if you hear real thunder during this game, until the end of the turn, this page deals plus 20 attack damage. I wouldn't rely on that one, guys.
No, it's another real.
I don't, unless someone was repeatedly playing real thunder, but that's not real because you're playing it on a device. A thin line there. I'm not sure. Fourth wall effect, each of the 7 thunders make a different sound when it thunder claps, but when all 7 strike together, they make a perfect harmony of sound.
Nice.
Kelsey Giacchino.
Heck yeah.
Bring the thunder. Cosmic Lightning Cyclone spell. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 2 lightning, has the trap trait. You may flip this page face up anytime an opposing caster activates a beastie's power. Do not resolve that power. All right, so already like that a lot. Just, that's cool. You may flip this or it says, you may flip this page face up when a beastie is contracted or declares an attack. That beastie does not resolve its contract or attack effect.
So that doesn't stop the beastie from entering the arena. It doesn't stop them from actually entering, but it stops any contract effects they have.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. All right. Not resolve its contract effects.
Right.
Would be a little clearer there, but cool. Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah.
Got it. Or an attack effect. So, all right, like Wood Devil or something like that once again. The massive magical electricity of the Level N rocket is powerful enough to use EMP symptoms in things that are not even made of metal.
To cause EMP symptoms.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Lightning Spark. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 lightning. You may contract this page at any time. Target artifact is dealt 50 damage. All right. Interesting.
Just some solid artifact hate right there.
Absorb Aura is just, I don't know.
It's just better.
Yeah.
I think this is cool because it's any time, but at this point, Absorb Aura is definitely just better because it's free and you're going to get a bookmark. But Absorb Aura only works on 0 cost artifacts.
Good point.
You could deal 50 damage to anything.
Spiderlings. Nope. Wait, you're dealing the damage, you're destroying it. You still have to deal with the spiderlings.
Yeah, but you get it down to 5 spiderlings, which is way better than 10.
I know. Okay. Terra orbs can't be simply disenchanted. They must be safely destroyed away from civilization by something that can match their magical level. So what are we seeing here? Who's in the middle?
That's the level end rocket. The same guy that was just on the Cosmic Lightning Cyclone. They've rotated it. It's him from a different angle.
Oh, okay. I see. And destroying.
He's busting the Chaos Crystal, the Eternal Snowflake.
Oh, nice.
He's busting a bunch of... Oh, no, those are the Terra Orbs. That's what he's busting.
Oh, the new ones.
Those are the new orbs.
All right. Yeah. Very cool. Next up, we have Tinfoil Suit, 2 per spellbook, artifact. Contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 lightning, life points 50. Has that equipment trait. And let's get into the effect text box. Ooh, yeah. Awesome. Equip this artifact to target beastie you control. The equipped beastie cannot take damage from cosmic beasties. I like that. If this beastie has a page named Tinfoil Hat equipped to it, it gains the text Arena Effect. After combat, inflict paralyzation on the beastie that declared an attack on this beastie. This artifact can be attacked, targeted, and destroyed by any caster. Okay, so even when it's equipped, it has these 50 life points and you can remove it.
Yeah.
And you get a little bit of a bonus paralyzation potential. It's not a guarantee
and it
if you happen to have the tinfoil hat on with the suit.
And if the beastie gets targeted by an attack. So
that's a thin line to walk on again.
Yeah, its traps are hard enough to flip. This is like a trap that also has to be equipped.
It's an equipment. It's not a trap.
Yeah, but it reacts to an attack being declared upon that
like
beastie.
A trap,
like
almost.
a trap, which we all know it's easy to avoid. You just don't.
Nope.
You just don't do it. So I think this is okay, but I don't think it's.
That's a lot to line up and not enough to get really excited about. But hey,
it should be an automatic paralyze, and then I would be like, okay. Maybe.
We don't need more power with lightning. They've already given us enough, to be honest. So tinfoil hats are efficient for everyday protection, but when Earth is being invaded, we bring out the suits. All right.
Green clawed monster wearing a suit.
Jolt in a jug, 3 per spellbook, potion. 0 cost, like all potions, 0 cost lightning in this case. Awaken target opposing beastie of aura cost 3 or less. That beastie loses either an arena or a destroyed effect of your choice and gains plus 20 LP until the end of the turn. So where is that going to fit in? What's your advantage to playing that?
I don't know, man. I haven't really figured this one out.
Yeah, we're kind of stumbling on the lightning cards here. I thought we were going to see like a superpower set, just like we did Cosmic.
Well, really, it's just Call the Storm. And when we get into the rares, you'll see there's some really nasty rares. But yeah, the Blue Jet Strike, Call the Storm, and then we'll get to the rares. I don't want to spoil anything. There's crazy stuff up there. But this is confusing because Lightning in Bottle is one of the best potions. And now this, I think, may be the worst potion.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like the specific. When am I playing this?
You can't use it at any time. Here's the only real example I can think of where it's like actually helpful. You could hit an explosive rabbit with it and then blow up the explosive rabbit and they wouldn't get the destroyed effect. It would stop any destroyed effects really from triggering. So, but
it's not an artifact.
But it's not an artifact, so you can't use this on spiderlings. It's only on beasties, and it's only beasties with an aura cost 3 or less, and it awakens them. And it gives them plus 20 LP until the end of turn.
Who am I afraid of that has an arena or destroyed effect that I'm using this on? Unless this is like a seed that later we're going to run into something and be really grateful to have it. I'm not sure why I would have this in my deck. Like what example I would need this.
Yeah, I'm sure that there are some really threatening arena effects that I'm not thinking of, but really nothing's coming to mind. Guys. Grafton Monster is an insane arena effect, but he can't be affected by non-beastie pages, so you can't hit him with this. Yeah, I don't know. And he also costs more than 3. I don't know what this is supposed to be used for.
Yeah, there's got to be a card, right? This has to be answering something. Let us know, guys. If you're playing Jolt in a Jug, please tell us how. It comes in jugs. I'm getting one. All right. Oh, and that's it. That's it for the lightning. All right, guys. So we are going to go back up to the top now and review some of those ultra powerful rares.
There's just a few of them, but they are good.
Yeah, so far, super impressed with Cosmic. Totally afraid of actually playing against Cosmic. Very comfortable with Lightning, of course. But that was a little underwhelming for the power level we saw yesterday in all the Cosmic Aura.
Yeah. Well, Lightning, keep in mind, Lightning was already very strong.
It is at the top of the mountain.
And it got Call of the Storm.
Right. I understand.
It got Call of the Storm.
I'm not saying that
and it got these guys.
I'm not saying that it's like underperforming. I'm saying it's overperforming, and it's nice to see them go a little light on Lightning, because if they keep cranking it up, there won't even be. All right. Well, let's find out. And those cards they did. Call the Storm, dope. Everything else,
Blue Jet Strike, dope.
Okay, that's cool too. Ultrasound,
Statichalt, dope.
Statichalt. I said ultrasound. Oh boy. Gargantuan Gliders, 2 per spellbook, Beastie Alien, contraction cost 5 lightning, life points 90. Has the flying trait, the fleet trait, and the flash trait. Gets an additional 20 bonus to the attack and 10 bonus to the life points if the lightning storm is in play. Let's go into the power, a mother's help. Fatigue this beastie. You may place this beastie and target Gargantuan Gliders you own in the arena into your chapter. Whoa! Mm-hmm. So you could bring one out, have one already out, and then have one attack, and then use that power to bring them both back to your hand, giving you the ability to continue potentially reflashing with these 2 beasties, and because they have fleet. Yeah, you can just, if you had 10 aura, they could come out every turn, one could attack, they'd both be flashing, and then you could return them both to your hand. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Electric Photon is the attack base damage 70. If the original target of this attack is a beastie with flying, that beastie loses flying until the end of turn. That's cool too. Also, it's one of the first ones we've seen with a double aura advantage in addition to its normal strength, its aura advantage. It is strong against dark and spirit, and naturally it's strong against water. So yeah, you're dealing an additional 20 damage to all of those pages.
Yeah. This guy, this is totally unnecessarily good. Like,
this is amazing.
Lightning already has a ton of really strong, really fast, fleet, flying, nasty beasties. Now we just got 2 more that are basically like flying manta rays for Lightning. They're just super powerful.
They are.
And the fact that they're going to strip something of flight, they're going to knock it down so your dingbells or whatever can consume it. I just think this is an incredibly good card. It is from many different angles.
I like it a lot. These gliders are composed of a vast assortment of hexagonal crystals. Their dazzling lights and clam-like shape helps them traverse space and protect them from their natural predators.
What are their natural predators?
Well, they're like clams, kind of. You know what I mean? Or like oysters, like they're like shells. So maybe there's something that shucks them and eats them.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an alien out there that hunts them down.
Ooh.
All right, next up, the Leveland Rocket. 2 per spellbook, Beastie Alien. Contraction cost 1 neutral, 2 lightning, life points 20. Has the flying trait. Upon contraction, target up to 2 opposing artifacts. Those artifacts do not awaken until the end of your turn. So
your next turn.
At the end of your next turn. So a little, slowing down of the aura on your opponent's side. Light speed is the power. Fatigue this beastie. Send this beastie to the afterlife. Target 2 opposing beasties and inflict them with paralyzation. The coin flip for paralyze is considered heads. I love this.
It's so good.
Absolutely. So it's just like a delayed anytime you want when it's your turn. That's when you use a power. You can guarantee 2 paralyzations, and it makes sense because the life points are so small.
Yeah.
So 2 per spell book. You're hitting for 50.
Yeah,
that's
with paralyze.
Great.
So good.
So you got the potential with the rocket defense system attack. Base damage 50. You might deal paralyzed with the attack, but if you need to guarantee it, you just fatigue them, let them go away. They go to the afterlife, and you guarantee 2 paralyzations. Wow, that's very cool, man.
Yeah, this is also, I think, a good target for Call the Storm that people are kind of ignoring. You could go get 2 of these, bring them out, sack 1, paralyze 2 beasties.
And then just go on attack. Yeah, now they don't have fleet, unfortunately. They just have flying.
No, but they enter awakened with Call of the Storm.
Oh, right. So you get to use them right away. That's a good little combo play. Now I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, yeah.
The Leveland Rocket is a natural EMP to any basic electronic device, including cars. It needs time to rest and recharge before flying away.
I love this little dude. This is one of my favorites from Lily in the set. He's just like this little xenomorph.
He is a little
flying
xenomorph.
baby. I love him. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, next up.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So this is a card I've already gone back and forth on. I was like, oh, that's great. Oh, no, forget that. Oh, I love it. I'm not playing without it. The Wakin Yan 4 per spellbook Beastie. Contraction cost 1 lightning, life points 10, has the flying trait and the self-destruct trait. 4th wall contraction effect. You may caw like a bird caw, and take 50 damage. If you do, this beastie enters the arena awakened. And that's important because he has the destroyed or self-destruct trait, so you can fatigue this beastie to intentionally destroy it on your turn, and it'll generate 2 lightning aura.
And he will do that any way he's destroyed. So if you took the 50 damage and you brought him out awakened, you could also just crash him into an opposing beastie and deal 10 damage, and then he'll die and you'll get the 2 lightning aura.
He's only hitting for 10. He only has 10 life points. You're totally right. Yeah.
It's even called the offering. They're like, yes, you can crash him into a window and get 2 lightning aura.
Oh no, that's amazing. Walking, just smacking the window. Yes, the offering base damage 10 is the attack. Some casters refer to this beastie as the thunder itself, both respected and feared. Its temper and wisdom befit a powerful spirit being. So I absolutely love this card now. Super shout out to Afton. This is awesome art.
So cool.
Totally love it. And I played a game with this, and my Ketzes came out so easily. I didn't even need Call of the Storms. And then I thought, you know what? I don't need Walking Yaz. I'm getting rid of him. And then I couldn't get a Ketz out to save my life. So this goes perfectly with Ketz. Absolutely love it.
Perfectly with the gliders. All the high cost, crazy beast. Perfectly with Call of the Storm.
Even if you're in your corner and you're in low aura.
Yeah.
The fact that you can bring out 2 of these Caw, if you only have 2 aura, Call for both, take 100 damage. I know that sucks a little bit, but what's awesome is then you have a Ketz in the arena.
You know what's interesting is it's also damage, which means that unlike most of the other effects like Shock Aura where you lose LP, you can actually use this to trigger Boil Over if you were trying to build a Boil Over deck. That's a nice 50 damage there for 1 aura, And you could use it to generate more aura.
Damn,
so I think in a
right.
Boil Over deck, you could do some nasty stuff with this.
I want to see that combo hit. That's cool. All right, that is the end of the lightning cards. So
I think that's it. Scroll down real quick just to make sure. I don't think we got anything. Oh, there's an aura artifact essence. There's an artifact essence. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, right there. Static Snow Storm.
All right, cool. Static Snow Storm. These are the new artifact essences. 2 per spellbook. Contraction cost 0. Lightning. Life points 50. You may fatigue this artifact at any time to generate 1 lightning and 1 frost. You may not control more than 2 artifact essences in the arena. That makes me want to build a Ketz Omni Burrow deck.
Omni Cook and Ketz. Yeah, that could be.
Yep,
that could be Omni Ketz.
Omni Ketz. Yeah, totally.
That could be cool.
We loved Omni Cook, and I think he's still overlooked. He's got some pretty powerful moves for a low aura cost.
He's good. And I mean, it could be any more obvious that they wanted to kill Frog. They put Frost and Lightning, the 2 weaknesses of water, together.
You have succeeded, MetaZoo, in killing the favorite Frog.
He'll be back,
no longer really feared. Of course, he's always there. He may make a return, a comeback at some point. But for now, I really think it's Lightning and Cosmic that are just blowing my minds, and I know I want to be playing one of those over everything right now. But we have not made it through the whole set. We are going to be back, guys, with more videos. Like we said, we're just cranking these out 1 aura type at a time for you, trying to prepare some content while we both go to Long Beach next week. So if you happen to be going there, and you see us, definitely come up and say hi. We'd love to see you. And I think that wraps our Lightning UFO set review.
I think so. Once again, guys, if you're enjoying the content, go check out Caster Society. Give them a like and a subscribe. They get 3 videos a week from us, usually gameplay videos over there on their channel. And also, if you want to support us, you can go to patreon.com/Metabroz with a Z. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We love you. We'll be back soon to continue this set review for you on
Metabroz. Later, guys.
Later.